Okay, hello everyone. I'm ready to ripple wreck another flip cup here, and I'm determined this time to get larger cells from my flip cup. I hadn't used silicone in a long time in order to create cells on my last video, the rainbow ripple wreck, and thank you, Mr. Gecko. I agree. So this time I rewatched some of Julie Cutt's old videos where she does a flip and drag, and she gets these beautiful, big, juicy cells all over the place, and it's gorgeous, and that's what I want. So I'm going to try that tonight using some of her tips and tricks. So just to go over some of my colors, I have titanium white from Amsterdam as my base coat color, and I'm going to use that in the flip cup also. And then I have Amsterdam's brilliant blue. I have Amsterdam's permanent magenta, and then I have a custom mix of Amsterdam's ultramarine violet light and permanent blue violet deep. So those are the 4 colors that I'm using. Each of these cups currently has about 3.5 ounces of paint in it. I have thinned it down so that it's a little bit thinner than my rainbow ripple wreck. So in that one, I mixed it with my pouring medium and didn't add any water at all. I've added a little bit of water to this, so it still leaves a mound on a mound, but it's more the consistency of, I would say, sour cream. So it's still thick, but it flows a little better off of the stick. It doesn't gloop at all. Is gloop a word? I'm not sure that it's a word, but I'm going to use it because I like the way it sounds. Gloop. Okay, so let's go ahead and layer our cup. The first thing I'm going to do is put a little bit of white in the bottom. And the white does not have any silicone in it. The silicone brand that I'm using is Treadmill belt lubricant. Okay, so let's figure out what order. I've got the white in the bottom, magenta, and this is almost a cyan blue, which is the primary blue when you're talking about pigments, but these 2 colors will make purple. So this could end up being a very purple flip cup now that I think about it. But I'm okay with that. I love purple and violet. So let's go ahead and start with the blue, I think. That blue on top of the white should make another color of blue. So I'm gonna make 3 layers. We'll start with the blue on this one, the magenta right on top of it. I am pouring down the side of the cup rather than into the puddle so that they layer on top of each other. Instead of a dirty cup where I would just pour directly into the puddle and let them sink down, let the colors sink down through each other. There's going to be, there's already going to be plenty of interaction between these colors, so I don't think I need to do it that way. Let's switch up the order this time. Let's go with the magenta. Half of what's left in the cup. And then we're going to do the violet. And then we'll do the blue. And a little bit of white isolation layer in between. And then this time we'll start with the violet. Get the rest of that in there. And let's go with the blue again. finish off with the violet. These are very harmonious colors. The red and the blue and the purple on the color wheel make a little triangle. So those, anytime it does that on the color wheel, those colors always play well together. Okay, so we have a delicious cup here, ready to go. Let's go ahead and put down some base color. I hope I have enough of this white left. Okay, so I'm going to flip it here and I'm going to drag it this direction, and I will probably lip it as well. So I always put one finger on the bottom, grip the cup on the sides, pull my elbow in so it's touching my rib cage, and then count it down. 3, 2, 1, flip. Oh, I plopped a little bit. Huh, look at that. All right, that'll be fine. Okay, so now we sit and wait for those paints to come down. This is a 16 by 20 canvas. I really only need 11.5, maybe 12 ounces of paint. But this cup is a 16-ounce cup, and I left about this much space at the top. So that's probably 15 ounces of paint. Plenty of paint to cover this entire surface. And we're just waiting for that to sink down a little bit. And that's probably enough. I could wait a little bit longer, but I think it's good. So I'm gonna pull and lift at the same time. Very purple. Oh, there's some blues in there. We're gonna lip that around. Some cells, beautiful cells already coming up. I'll bring that red down maybe. Okay, just leave that for a second. We'll let that sit. Oh, some nice cells coming up already. I want more of that red though. That magenta. Maybe they'll come up as cells. That'll be nice. Because right at the moment it's very purple violet. Lots of blue too, as well. I like it. Okay. Lots of pink there. So we're not going to torch right away, but we're not going to wait to the very end this time either. I'm going to tilt so that it's about 3/4 covered. Then I'm going to torch, and then I will finish tilting it out. So here we go. Let's see where the weight of our paint is. Here on the left-hand side. So we're going to walk it down. to go that way, so we're going to let it go that way. Don't want to go off the edge yet. I'm going to bring that back. Oh, there's some beautiful cells popping up here and stretching out. Multicolored cells. Yay, I think this is going to work this time. Let's come down to this corner. Again, we don't want to go over the edge. We want to tilt kind of slowly, kind of walk it down. Those air bubbles are popping and also creating cells. Okay, I don't want to go over the edge there yet. We're going to bring that back to the center. There we go. I'll turn that around. These are getting a little overstretched. Okay. Come down to this corner. Wow, very cool. Let's go ahead and torch and pop some bubbles. Lots and lots of little cells, which is awesome. I believe that the more cells there are, the better the wrecking is going to look. So that's why we're doing that. I'm going to let that sit for just a second and percolate. Love that line right there. That multicolored cell. Whoa, I love that. All three colors are there in that one. These got really stretched out. I might lose some of that. Lots and lots and lots of cells within cells here. I really like it. Look at that cell. Oh, these cells are gorgeous. Look at that. Love it. Okay, great. So, weight of our paint. Let's bring it this direction. Go over that corner. There we go. Bring it back to the center. And then I'm going to get that other corner while I'm here. Let's go this direction. There's some beautiful cells going over the edge there. Oh, so pretty. No way to save it, but that's okay. Come back to the center. Wow, I could not be happier with the amount of cells I got on this one. Yay! Very, very cool. Okay, let's get this side over here. Nice. Down that, right straight down that direction. Gonna lose a lot of that red there, unfortunately. I think the gecko is sad to see them go as well. Wow, wow, wow. The colors are fantastic. It's literally an explosion of cells. Happy about all of that. The cells themselves are a little wonky. They haven't held their shape. Look how it looks like an amoeba. You know, it's like a beautiful painting of viruses. But still very, very cool. So let's get our compass out and decide where we're going to wreck. I've promised several viewers now that I will overlap my concentric circles here, my ripples. So I think my first wreck is going to be right in here. I want to grab that blue, yeah, and these lines right here. So let's start, I want to do a big one first. So let's go right about here, maybe. That's as far as it goes there, there. Yep, it should go all the way around. Okay, so let's start right there. Let's wreck this. I go around multiple times, especially on the outside rings. If there's any negative space at all, that helps ensure that the colors get spread all the way around. So we're gonna go right there. Okay, I went that way with that one, so let's go this way with this one. Yep, super happy. Really, really love that. Okay, right about there. I'll go back that way this time. Every time you go around, you create a new line, and it's beautiful when you look at the close-up. Okay, so right about there. Okay, so that one I went that way, so we'll come this way again. This is the harder direction for me. My hand wants to go the other way. Okay, I think there's room to do one more close up. And we'll go this way. Wow, so pretty. A little more subtle than I was expecting, actually. But this piece is just instantly more interesting with that. I like it. Okay, so now we're going to come over here and we're going to overlap like these two lines right here. We're going to come through all this. So if I want here, say right about there, I come out this way and come slightly larger. Ooh. Nice balance to the piece. Lots and lots of motion. It's busy. It's very busy, but very cool. Okay, let me check my sides and edges and I will bring everybody in. Close up. Okay, here's the overhead view of another ripple wrecked flip cup. I'm in love. These colors, the composition, the motion, wow. It's busier than I would normally like or want, but I think the subtle motion of those ripple wrecks just does it for me. It adds some control amongst all of the chaos, which really appeals to me. So let's come in for some close-up on some of these details. That magenta and the violet and the blue just played so well against each other. And I'm really happy with the way the white kind of softened some of the colors. I did get some pink, a little bit of violet or a lavender from using that violet, and a little bit of pink, especially like up in here you can see some pink, but it just all works so well. Look at that wreck, so beautiful. I did manage, I think, I'll have to go back and watch it when I'm editing, but I think I did manage to go every other, to switch directions for every wrecked line there. I think I managed it this time. But look at that section right there, even without the wrecks. This is just beautiful. Some really cool details. The cells are a little wonky. Maybe my paints were a little thin this time. See how they didn't hold a round shape. That might be because of the, I'm not sure. Maybe because of the glue that I'm using in my pouring medium. Here in Costa Rica, it's very expensive to get Floetrol or any kind of pouring medium. So I mix my custom, oh my gosh, look at that. There's a little ghost there saying, oh my gosh. Do you see him? Look how cute he is. And that little central rack there is beautiful. Yeah, so my custom pouring medium is all about maximizing my Floetrol. I mix in PVA glue and varnish to create equal parts with the Floetrol to make it last a lot longer. To ship in 4 gallons of Floetrol costs me about a little over $200 to get 4 gallons of it. So I need to make that stretch as far as possible. Look at these cells and these wrecks. I'm super happy with this. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more of my crazy antics and experiments. And come back and see me sometime.